On August 26, 1346, England experienced one of its greatest victories in the Hundred Years' War at the Battle of Crécy. The battle took place between English forces led by King Edward III and French forces led by King Philip VI. Crécy became a symbol of strategic valor and military strength, as the English demonstrated their prowess in the use of archers and achieved a crushing victory against a superior enemy. Before the battle, the atmosphere in King Edward III's camp was charged with enthusiasm and confidence. The soldiers gathered under the English banner, wearing their shining armor. There were hints of anxiety, but Edward reassured them that they would fight for honor and dignity. On the other side, French forces were assembling under King Philip VI. The French army was outnumbered, which gave their commanders a sense of confidence. But they did not realize that the terrain and English tactics would present a major challenge. As the sun rose, the battle began. The French advanced boldly, while the English archers launched their massive attacks. The sounds of drums and war cries filled the air as the soldiers clashed in a fierce battle. The two sides exchanged blows in a fierce fight. While the ground was covered in blood, the soldiers displayed extraordinary courage. Fighting was taking place at every corner, swords were crossing, and cries were heard everywhere. The English took advantage of the skills of the archers, as they fired their arrows heavily towards the French forces. The arrows were falling like rain, resulting in heavy casualties among the French. The chaos in the French camp increased, affecting the morale of the soldiers. As the battle progressed, King Edward displayed strategic brilliance. He used the surrounding terrain to his advantage, as he had his soldiers stand in fortified positions. These moments reflected his intelligence as a military leader, which contributed to increasing the pressure on the French forces. As the battle raged, King Philip faced the critical situation. He tried to organize his army, but things were getting out of control. The increasing losses led to a sense of frustration and anxiety among the French soldiers. As the pressure increased, the French army began to disintegrate. The English were able to exploit the chaos and launch a powerful attack, which led to the collapse of the French army. This was a decisive moment, as the English victory was confirmed. As the battle ended, celebrations erupted in the English camp. Screams of joy and dignity filled the air as the soldiers celebrated their great victory. This was a historic moment, as Edward achieved a great victory in the history of his country. The Battle of Crécy profoundly affected the course of the Hundred Years' War. The English victory helped strengthen their position in the conflict and demonstrated the new military power they possessed. Crécy was a turning point in the history of the war. Each side learned important lessons from the battle. The French realized that numerical superiority was not enough, while the English demonstrated that strategic planning and the use of technology could lead to victory. Crécy was a lesson in the importance of good preparation. The Battle of Crécy became a symbol of heroism and courage. It is remembered in history as one of the decisive battles that shaped the future of England. Stories of bravery and sacrifice continue to be told through the generations, serving as a constant reminder of the power of will and determination. The Battle of Crécy is over, but its effects live on in the memory of the nation. It was an embodiment of the human struggle for control, proving that courage and planning could overcome numerical superiority. Ultimately, Crécy was a testament to hope and a sign of a new era of English national pride.